Do you see the relationship between the show and the current real life
You know
applications?
what? When the Punisher, what do you call the fucking fistless people, the task force?
Yeah. You see the relationship, right?
I was thinking it, but I was like, nah, maybe I'm just. I was high as fuck, so I was like, maybe I'm just
Bro,
thinking.
that's ice.
Yeah, I was like, maybe I'm just thinking too much into it. But off rip vibes, especially like when they took old girl from Angela, I believe, is it Angela?
Mm-hmm.
When they took it from her, that's exactly where I went. Like, oh shit, so they just fucking chill.
Yeah, we gotta do the right things out here.
All right. Yee yee. What's going on? Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Chance. And
Rebel Rook out here.
my man ain't let me throw it to him. All right, pause. But yeah, Rebel Rook is in the building. You know what I mean? This is Two Fifths of the Geeked Out podcast. And if you're new here or if you're not, then you already should know. This is our spinoff joint. It's called Geeked Out Screen Binge. It's pretty self-explanatory, but basically we either go back and watch old TV shows that we never watched and binge them, or old movie franchises, or new stuff, which obviously we're talking about today because you seen the little thumbnail. We will be discussing Daredevil, but like I said, if it's your first time, please hit that follow or subscribe, and review, comment, do all the good stuff. But with that being said, I'm gonna let my man Rook run point. Daredevil season 2, we are back.
Cool, let's get into born again. I feel born again watching this show. All right. If y'all watched the Netflix joint, which was so damn good, Disney knew they had to do something with this because Netflix did such a good job. They hit the ball out the park, and in season two, it's a grand slam already. I should call it a 3-run homer. All right, 3 episodes in. So let's just get to it. Y'all know Fisk is in charge. All right, he's the mayor. He's definitely kingpin, but gotta call him Mayor Fisk.
Oh yeah.
All right, Matt's in hiding. He ain't on the run. He's in hiding. Daredevil's on the run. We all know that they're one and the same, so there's a little clusterfuck there. I have questions, bro. I have
All
questions
right.
because I see the internet go off about like, yo, like I see the memes like, yo, this shit be going on in the Marvel universe, and somebody who could do something about it is fast asleep, and I'm like, word,
Yes, it's funny.
where is Spider-Man right now? This is happening in New York City.
Where's Spider-Man? Where's Punisher? Where the Defenders?
You know what I'm saying? At least, yo, in the series currently, they're assuming as if Frank is dead, which is stupid because how do you assume someone's dead that you did not confirm dead?
Mhm.
Not him. There's a lot of people I can assume are dead. It would not be Frank Castle.
You still think Foggy's dead?
Foggy dead.
I don't know.
Foggy got flat, bro.
I like that conspiracy theory, but we'll get there when we get there.
All right. Speaking of Foggy, shout out to Bullseye. I mean, he's a villain nonetheless, but he's always been one of my favorite villains because of his accuracy, his precision, and his just all out devotion to what he's doing.
Keep it real.
Target over everything.
Which one's better, him or the one from Ben Affleck's movie, Colin? Because Colin was alright.
All right. I like Colin's character better. He's more entertaining.
Mhm.
But this current version of the character is very cool in its own way too. Cause
Oh
he's
yeah,
dark,
he's ruthless.
word, cutthroat,
That two shit was crazy.
son.
Yeah,
That yeah, I was like, yo, dude, you about to die in here. You weaponized it.
that shit was crazy.
Love that shit. Yo, great job. What do you say? Through 3 episodes, we this damn near 100%, right?
I'll give it 96.
That works.
I mean,
All right, we well into
it
tonight.
wasn't perfect.
All right, damn near it, yo. Absolute cinema, especially episode 3, but we'll get to that. Um, Episode 1, even though it was a 1 week drop, I thought it was gonna give us 2 episodes.
Yeah,
Episode 1 carried us for the week.
it did. Give us that little cliffhanger with the police officer looked like he's about to have a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He
because
was.
that
He
threw
was
me
having
off.
a coronary. He was fucking dying.
That threw me off when it said to be continued. I was like, what? I said, what you mean?
He was fucking dying. It means that this episode does not conclude. This story for this episode does not conclude with 1 episode. Shout out to them because they gave us episode 2 and 3, week 2.
And back to back.
There's questions to be had here because in episode 1, you see that there's a ship. Fisk has control of the docks, and on the ship is a shit ton of weaponry. And
Hmm.
then you meet a guy. Okay, let's call him Stu for those of you Scream fans. And Homeboy clearly is dark side. He works CIA or something. You know, he was at Langley when the phone call came in. So he pulls up. He don't work for Fisk. And I'm like, those weapons ain't yours. You're transporting them for someone bigger than you. That gives me a lot more to look into now as this series progresses.
Hmm.
Because what's the purpose of these weapons? And why so damn much? They looking like they're gonna freaking arm somebody else's army.
Yeah,
And where does Frank Castle fit into this? Because we know Punisher is coming. We know Punisher's standalone joint is coming really soon.
she's gonna slap.
Does Frank make his appearance in season 2?
Oh yeah, I believe so. Especially because I don't know if it's 2 or 3. I think it's episode 3. Karen is doing a lot of wish we had him here because
Yep.
he's efficient. So I'm pretty sure he's about to pull up.
But Matt on some bullshit. All right, they see what's going on.
Can I tell you something?
Mhm.
Can I tell you my only gripe? Like it could be a hot take, but this is my only gripe. And
I'm here for the hot take.
Matt Charlie Cox, aka I love you. I love the iteration. I love iteration is the word, right? I love like how you're playing this. I think you are like I think I saw you do an interview. I think you will forever be remembered for playing Daredevil. So you are doing an amazing job. My only thing is I hate that he be screaming every time he's into it, and then he does the Batman voice
I'm cool with the voice. I'm not cool with the screaming. I agree. Is everything is? I'm like, yo, bro,
every time he fights. It's
what are we doing
and then I don't know what was he with whose old girl? Is it Sarah? What's old girl he's with? I forgot.
currently? Right?
Yeah, I forgot her name. The blonde hair chick, Sarah, right? No,
The
I'm
red,
that. No, I'm getting that's not Sarah. I'm getting her confused with Outer Banks shit.
the redhead, bro.
Yeah, but then he's telling her in the last episode, like, "Get over there." I was like, "Come on, bro, you don't talk like that. Don't do that." But that's the only thing. That's the only thing. I just hate the yelling every time and the voice. But anyway, go ahead.
That's more of a Frank thing. You know what I'm saying? Frank screams all the time. I don't know how they implemented that in somebody who's trained.
I feel like it works for Frank though.
It does.
I don't
You
get
are
bad.
trained
I don't get
martial artist.
Batman. But, what? Sorry, we say?
You're a trained martial artist. Like Batman doesn't scream. He does do that little voice thing.
Hmm.
I like that. I like it better when he had the voice machine instead of Christian Bale's Drew Lee voice thing.
Yeah,
But yeah, he does the voice thing. But there's no screaming. You're a trained martial artist. You're supposed to be controlling your breath during your moves. So
yeah.
where's the screaming come into play here?
He'd be
You
like
sound
mad.
out of control.
He'd be like mad hype. Like for Frank, it's cool. Like it works. Like I don't get Batman vibes. But when Daredevil does it every time, I'm like, bro, come on.
But
Like,
Daredevil got Batman vibes. Remember, he has a code.
yeah.
Fuck your code. You and Batman in these goddamn codes. This is why people keep dying all the time.
I feel like he could still be whooping some ass and going crazy without doing all that screaming every time. He could just be mad hype, like just into it.
Every once in a while, you gotta kill yourself, somebody. Son. All
But
right, the villain can't just go to Arkham, yo.
yeah. But like I said, it's a little gripe. It ain't that serious. But go ahead, continue. Matt's tripping.
He is tripping, and that's my biggest gripe with him is you see the state of everything, and you see um what I said in something that I am formulating as a light review. Do you see the relationship between the show and the current real life
You know
applications?
what? When the Punisher, what do you call the fucking fistless people, the task force?
Yeah, you see the relationship, right,
I was thinking that, but I was like, nah, maybe I was high as fuck. So I was like, maybe I'm just
bro?
thinking.
That's ice.
Yeah, I was like, maybe I'm just thinking too much into it. But off rip vibes, especially like when they took old girl from Angela, I believe. Is it Angela?
Mm-hmm.
When they took it from her, that's exactly where I went like, oh shit, so they doing this.
Yep,
But
taking them to places, and they're not even going to a real detention center. All
hmm
right, you don't know if you're ever going to see them again. That definitely added some kicker to it for me.
Mhm.
It made it feel not only relatable but real as
Real.
hell.
Yeah, real.
It was good.
It
It's
gave
good
you,
content.
yeah, it gave you a reason to like really cheer for like Matt and them.
Yeah, and all that said, if you are Team Kingpin, I get it. All right. I'm not here to tell you what side to pick. I'm here to find out whose side you on and why. I'm here for the engagement.
That's right. Comments are open.
You know, if you're on the fence and you're not on no one's side, I want to hear from you even more because, you know, I do ride along that lane sometimes where I'm like, yo, fuck both sides. Yo, I'm on the yellow line today.
Yeah. You know what I do like about what they're doing with Kingpin? I mean, they've sprinkled it here and there, either in the Netflix series. But I like to show that he really is strong as fuck. Like with the boxing scene, like, cause if you don't pay attention, or if you're a casual, you just roll up and you see him boxing, you're like, What's he doing?" But you don't really, but you Kingpin's strong as fuck.
And he been boxing.
And then when he smashed old boy's head, I think last season,
Mm-hmm.
that shit was crazy.
Bro, homeboy, that dude that was his boxing trainer. Let's talk about this shit real quick.
I don't know why he was getting him hyped like that.
What you was egging him on like that for? You don't know that nigga?
I'm about to
You
say,
knew?
you don't know who he is? This your first time knowing him?
You never heard of Wilson Fisk? What rock did he climb up out of and say,
He
"Y'all
said,
put the pads on and train this dude"?
he said,
And talk shit
I ain't take you for a quitter. Thought you was tougher than that.
while he's receiving bad news and getting increasingly upset.
I would
He
have
almost
been,
punched homeboy through the wall.
I would have been, bro. You want to call it a day?
Yep. Yo, son.
I might not even asked him. I might have just packed my shit up and left, but I text him.
Yep. I'm like, yo, you got next time, right?
Hmm.
Son, because all right, so in this scene, right? I believe it's episode 2. So in this scene, he's training. Before Fist takes his break, he goes into a combination and crazy body shots.
Hmm.
All right, he could literally be peeing himself the way he's getting punched. So I'm like, all right, they taking a break. He's like, yo, 60 seconds, no more. And I'm like, all right, he's a solid trainer because he could take the punishment
Hmm.
to do the task. Why are you talking to this man like this? He was going light.
Spicy.
Okay, what he hit you with might have felt like a lot, but that was light.
I don't remember who was there with him telling the news. It was a dude, right?
Yeah, it was the English cat,
Okay, good. Okay, okay.
SAS homie,
'Cause I was trying to think, was it his wife that rolled up? So he was trying to be like spicy for her, but no, okay, it was Buddy.
bro. Shout out to that dude too. I need to see more of him because he's detailed. He's a beast, and I know he's cold blooded.
Are you his bodyguard?
Hell, fucking yeah.
Oh, I want to see him and Bullseye go at it, but you know Bullseye gonna do
No,
that.
Bullseye's gonna do him dirty. I don't want to see them fight. He might think that that's a winnable one.
Yeah,
Buck Cashman.
yeah. Buck gonna think that, but it ain't gonna be that.
Nah, bro. They don't train you for people like Bullseye at SAS, son. They know SEAL Team 6 training for somebody like Bullseye. Bullseye got, dare I say, Baba Yaga flow.
Mm,
Yeah, you know, all that talk about John Wick killing somebody with a pencil. Bullseye killed somebody with a tooth.
that shit was so crazy.
Or he weaponized the tooth from out your face. Stop playing.
That was a, that
Stop playing.
was such an ill scene.
Um, so details here, right? What is it? The deputy mayor, little
Uh,
little chubby homeboy. He's cool, man. Michael Gandolfini.
yeah, Sopranos, son.
Yo, he gotta be proud as hell of his boy.
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
That motherfucker is putting on.
He putting that work in. I know. You think he gonna kill old girl?
I think he's gonna have to.
What's her name? BB or some shit?
Yeah, he's gonna have to kill her.
Yeah, he got to. He can't let her. He can't let her ride like that.
When he realized what's going on eventually, because
And he got to do it too. He can't have Buck do it.
yeah, he gotta do it. Because this will put him in a different space with Buck and everybody else. He has to do it. He has to put his hands around. Man, I'm sorry. He gonna have to kill her. He gonna have to kill her, or he gonna have to die, or flip sides.
I think he died. Nah, he might not die. Honestly, I think he dies eventually, but nah, he probably won't.
All right, because we all know the leaks are his fault because
Mhm.
BB is finessing the hell out of him, and they're making these videos with detailed information that they should not have as a part of the resistance to get at Fisk.
Yeah. What do you think?
That all that content is great.
What do you think about the counselor Heather? Like, look like she's gonna be the muse.
The counselor,
Yeah. The therapist.
yo, can she go?
I think she's gonna be muse. I think that's what it's leading up to. And then yeah, she can go after that.
All right, she's gonna be the new muse.
Which is confusing to me because her issue is that a bit that she thinks like a masked man tried to kill her.
He did.
Yeah, but now you're gonna turn into one?
All right, that's her. That's psychosis. All right, for those listening, right?
Yeah, listen.
They say every shrink has a shrink.
Yep. Sopranos.
I get to see her go to therapy. She just got a bottle in the office, and she's like, "I got this."
I'm,
Yeah, this is definitely that part where you go Arkham.
I'm curious to see how it's gonna play out though.
I don't like her. All right,
I liked her at first,
I did too, but
but then
dude,
she just started getting dumb, which I guess is the point.
she's the her play with the vigilante thing and working for Fisk. I just don't like it. I get it. She's playing her role really well,
Hmm.
so that's the reason why we don't like her. But I wanted more grit. I wanted more grit and more understanding too. A masked man tried to kill you, but another masked man came and saved you.
Hmm.
All right, and y'all live in a world. Okay, another thing, people chime in. They live in a world where superheroes save you from galactic threats. Why the hell are we fighting against masked people? Ain't no military force, ain't no police to help you with what y'all have seen the last 20 years.
Ain't no other superheroes.
Y'all want to get rid of masked people and do what?
And technically, before we created our own comic world, everyone pretty much lives in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So where everybody at? They cool with Fisk doing what he doing?
And Tony Stark's like, yo, that's their problem.
No, Tony dead.
Oh yeah, Tony's dead. Shit. All right, well, before that, prior to that, while all this shit was going on, he's like, Fisk, man, that's a small fish, nigga. Somebody gotta go handle that. That's below my pay grade.
Crazy.
I don't deal with fisks.
It should definitely be Peter though, stepping up.
I thought he was the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Well, the neighborhood getting fucked up.
And this some street level shit.
Word. People getting dragged out their homes
You
or
know,
whatever. Yo, you saw what he did, man. That's assault on an officer and bagged her up in front of her child.
yeah, that was crazy. You know what caught me off guard?
I wanted to fight.
I thought Jessica was gonna appear in the third episode.
Nah, it's too
Well, I mean,
soon.
obviously, but I just felt like the way it was going down, she just kept on saying that she wanted help. I thought like, I thought she was gonna bring him to like, bring her to see like Punisher. I mean, not Punisher to see Matt. But obviously, we're gonna wait till something gets bigger. And let me ask you a question: do you think when she shows up, you think the rest of them show up too, and they just didn't have them in the trailer?
Yes.
Yeah, I can.
I think that's how they should go about it. Do it the way HBO did it with freaking with it. Welcome to Derry, yo. You don't see Pennywise
Yeah,
for about
listen. Oh, hey,
four
listen.
episodes.
I want to apologize to you guys right now, listening right now. If you are Dairy fans and I do apologize that I dropped the ball on giving y'all content for this. The panel was very adamant about doing it. And I was like, nah, we're not gonna do it. I'm not doing all that. I don't want to watch that. But your voices have been heard. This is why Screen Binged is here. So next season, Rook will be killing you, either Dolly or with everyone else about it season 2.
We all gonna be there, man. 2027 loaded.
Yeah.
But yeah, you save. I feel like Marvel's in a different bag since they got Daredevil, and I need them to take this bag and run with it and bring us into the theatrical stuff that's coming up, Spider-Man, and then Doomsday, and then we could talk about the resurgence of Marvel again.
Listen, I said this last time. X-Men can legitimately bring them back if the casting if the casting is correct, and depending on what they roll out and what story they go through, they can it would make us forget what phase was it? 4 or 5? and make us forget that whole phase and just be like, all right, cool, we back. It don't matter.
Or we could recycle that.
And mind you, I think you should do. I'm not sure if that's what they're doing with Wonder Man. I'm just gonna give them some bail and say that they are. I'm cool with you giving me TV shows with characters that you're not gonna bring into movies, but it's still good enough to watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Sub characters is good. They need to start taking notes from other
Yeah.
shows.
Like you really fucked up with Jeremy Renner. Like I know he went through a little accident and shit like that, but to lowball him and do what you did, and now we're not getting Hawkeye season two. Like, look, maybe y'all didn't like Hawkeye. I thought Hawkeye was dope. It was with him, with Haley. I thought that was a good little combination. They brought old girl back into the little spy. I forgot her name.
Hawkeye was dope.
Season two would be lovely for Disney because you're not
Mm-hmm.
going to bring him back into the universe. He don't really need to be in the movie, but him, Haley, and old girl, and even if you want to do like the Young Avengers right now, that could all live on Disney.
Him, Haley, and Echo.
Not Echo, old girl, Black Widow sister.
Oh yes, yes. My girl Florence Pugh.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like they could live on Disney. They don't have to come back to the big screen.
Florence Pugh is cheat code. She don't got to work out.
She ain't gotta do nothing. She's
You just
amazing.
wake up and roll out of bed like that. That's
Yep.
bullshit.
And now they're technically the new Avengers, so I mean you can have them all show up. They could do some shit with them on Disney Channel. Like I don't need to see them. I don't need to see them in the movies.
Yep, they gotta have a separate section on Disney just for them, and that's gonna be one hell of a library if they really invest into it. I agree.
And I loved what was it? Falcon and Winter Soldier. I love that show.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I could be speaking out of place for you, sir, but I do believe Sebastian's like done with Winter Soldier. So I think that ship has sailed, but that shit was fire.
Why
Like
is he the Winter Soldier?
I just think he's older and plus like you see the
He's one of the new Avengers.
but plus you see like the projects he's doing, like I just think he's ready like to do other shit.
Nah, he's one of the new Avengers though. He gonna collect that check.
We're gonna see because that could just be retconned and that don't matter no more.
Collect that check, bro. Now we need some level of consistency. Collect that check.
But yeah, I do think we see defenders show up. But I think everyone comes probably at the end on some cliffhanger shit.
It should take us into Spider-Man, to be honest.
I think it actually does.
All right, it should take us into Spider-Man. Spider-Man's situation. A lot's going on in that movie. When we
And there's
go,
gonna be mad people in it too, supposedly, like mad street level crime. So
yep,
you can bring them in for that. I just hope they don't make it a big clusterfuck.
I'm trusting this.
I hope so.
I'm locked into this process.
But then didn't they say like Sony was more hands on this than Kevin was?
That's fine. I feel like
Can't
Sony
say
don't
that's
play around.
fine because we seen Morbius, we
Yeah,
seen
but Sony don't play around when it comes to Spider-Man. All right, they don't put no effort into none of the sub characters.
yeah.
Furthermore, Morbius did not need a movie. He's not a movie worthy character in Spider-Man.
Listen, I don't want the disrespect for Morbius because Morbius could have been something great. If you
Could
had
have been.
like even Jared Leto's casting, I thought was cool, but let's just take him out of the picture. If you had someone ill playing Morbius and they had a really great storyline, like come on, you know that story. You remember from the animated series, Morbius was ill.
Yes, but to make a hero arc out of him,
No, that I don't want.
to do the same thing with Craven, like I was just like, yo, y'all are reaching here
Well, they
because
did
you
that. They
have
did
to
that with all of them.
have a content.
They did that with all of them because they didn't use Spider-Man. So since you didn't use Spider-Man, you needed a hero.
Mm-hmm.
So they made them anti-heroes. But yeah, I didn't mean like bring that story back with him being good. I just meant like had he been who he was and they did it like they were supposed to, Morbius would have been a great movie.
I agree. I see that.
I can even see that again on the Disney Channel. Like just make it an R-rated series. And eventually you could have brought Blade in slowly. Because did you seen that little thing like that the original Blade with Wesley Snipes, Morbius was in the end credits and they took it out?
Yes, yes,
So
but they left a lot on the table. They left a lot of meat on the bone, as they would
oh
say.
hella meat.
When
Pause.
it comes to Blade and Wesley Snipes dropped the bag with that.
So much shit that could happen there.
I don't know who they sold the rights to do that bullshit TV series that they did as well. They dropped the bag.
Oh, wait, Sticky Fingers. How you cast Sticky Fingers, no disrespect, is crazy.
Onyx. But
And it's no disrespect because I'm talking about like from an acting perspective, like he wouldn't, but I guess it didn't matter.
yeah, it really didn't matter to them.
But
So episode 3, right now we're 3 episodes in Daredevil. Daredevil's absolute cinema. Period.
yeah,
Catch up. Got plenty of time. Episode 4 is aiming to be ground shaking.
I love the little fight scene too in the end with him and Swordman.
Yo,
Swordman
I
was
was hoping that I would see him fight.
yeah, he was doing his thing with the little rebar.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
wicked.
that whole scene was amazing. And I seen behind the scenes on the podcast. I watched. I don't know if you watched the shit afterwards, but it basically seen the way that the stunt team works is they do the fight scenes in pieces.
Mhm.
So like they'll do like a good 3 minute, 5 minute clip joint, and they'll rewatch it. But they put like tape on the ground and make sure like everybody knows their place in case it's good. They'll rewatch it. If it's good, then they'll go on to the next scene. If it's not, then they redo it all over again. But that's all they do the whole day for that take those takes.
Yeah, man, retrace their steps. I like that though, because the fight scenes have been
Oh,
excellent.
it shows because they look amazing.
Excellent.
Yeah, they're doing anything. So 3 out of 3 for me. So each one is hit. Like I said, I'm only gonna give them like a 96% because there's some little small gripes I have. And even like I'm not gonna shit on her too much because like she's a youngin, but I feel like Angela trying a little too hard right now. She's
No,
trying a little too hard.
nah, she's right where she needs to be.
I said no.
All right, Camila Rodriguez as the new White Tiger. She's right where she needs to be.
I hope they do it fire. I hope they give her a dope suit. Like I hope she does some shit. I hope it's actually gonna be fire.
I knew she was gonna put the necklace on, man. I knew she was ready to don this,
Hmm.
and she don't gotta fight nobody. She could do exactly what she did in episode 3, which was play a support role, and it's a huge support role. I like where they're going with this.
I got a question for you. RIP. Do you think that was always going to be the plan if Buddy didn't pass away?
Yeah, I think so. I think he wasn't in the grand scheme of things.
Well, then I hope they really turn this into something then, because that'd be a ball drop with her.
Remember, it feels real, right? So they have to give you death. They have to give you
Hmm.
they have to take away something from us. And I feel
Yeah,
like that's
yeah, it makes
really
sense.
where they're connecting with us.
And it got to be her origin story. So it does make sense. All right, how you want to wrap this up for folks for our little three eps?
Daredevil Born Again. If you haven't seen it, you should. And if you're waiting until the end of the season to watch it, well, good on you, because I can't wait.
Yeah, I appreciate you for doing that because that just means you want to watch it all in one lump sum. That's cool. I get it. My mom's does that. But for a show like this, I cannot. This gives me Daredevil for me is like Game of Thrones when it used to be on like in the peak. Like I've got to make sure I catch it.
Word, I'm at the edge of my seat on Sunday, like, yo, when I get home, that's the only thing that matters.
I think it was legit like 11:30 at night, and you had texted me and said, "Yo, they just dropped, right?" I said, "Oh shit, I didn't know." I had to watch them both right then.
Word, they dropped 2 episodes. I'm like, hold on.
Yep.
At the overnight shift that night, I was like, yo, well, this is gonna take up the first 2 hours.
Yeah. So there was no, "Hey, I'll catch it tomorrow." It was like, "Oh, I'm in there now." Went to go hit the spliff, came back, and was ready to go.
Murray was out here puffing the Magic Dragon.
You know it. But with that being said, y'all, I hope y'all do appreciate this show, the Geeked Out spinoff, screen binged. But I do have another episode that's up, guys. If you want to go catch that, it's I finally started watching Outer Banks. So season 1, my thoughts are there. I just finished season 2, if you can believe that, watching all this shit that we're watching now. But I did finish season 2, so I will be doing my season 2 thoughts. But you need to make sure you catch our main shit. Me, Rook, DB, Jess, sometimes Bunny, the Geeked Out podcast, where we give you our weekly roundup entertainment news that you guys hear. So we just talk about it, play our favorite games, and we do our little vault session where we rewatch great movies that you guys should have watched already. Unless it is Weapons, and I will not tell you to watch that movie. you can skip that if you like. But like I said, make sure you follow because this week we will be discussing Get Out. So if that's your shit, then get ready.
Chance actually gonna like Get Out.
I hope so. Like I did want to see it when I seen it was coming, pause, but I was like, I just didn't. But we're gonna talk about that right now because we'll say that for the next show. But we appreciate y'all. Please make sure y'all follow. Be on the lookout for. We will be talking about Daredevil again when they drop some more episodes. We will be doing Invincible too. So if you're Invincible fans, get ready to come back for that.
That's the best cartoon hero show ever.
Yeah.
Period.
Only reason why we're not doing it right now is because I haven't finished it yet. Like I said, there's just so much shit we watching for y'all. So show the love back with a little follow, a little like, and a little comment. And if you're on the podcast on the audio, give us a review. Helps us out. But with that being said, I'm gonna take more of your time. I appreciate y'all. Like always, be yourself. Yee yee. Same pop,
He
same square.